Hey everyone, I'm Casey. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On my day off from work last week, it was raining a ton outside. So I indulged in one of my favorite fandoms and stayed in. Can you guess? I'm giving you a big hint, right? Harry Potter, of course. And I'm watching all the movies, and I'm going through all my stuff, and I realize no matter how much I have, I am missing a little something. She's always been one of my favorite characters. Hedwig. And I want to show you guys how I made my awesome new Hedwig statue. Stick around.
First, I gathered all the tools I'll be needing at the beginning. I'll get the rest later. Then I built the body and the head out of aluminum foil. I used a lot less clay like this, and the statue was lighter. I put wax paper down because white clay picks up every little piece of dust that is possibly imaginable. I flattened out a big piece of white clay to wrap around the outside of the body. I added more clay because sometimes there just isn't enough. I smoothed out all of the edges. I wanted as smooth as I could because I'm adding detail much later. I did a second piece for the head, just wrapped it all the way around and smoothed it out. I didn't want any piece of silver showing. I used wire for the feet because wire is sturdier. Checked the balance, built the feet, made them look like little bird's feet. Then I attached, first by pressing into the clay, second by adding more clay to try to stabilize it. I added as much clay as was necessary. And then I made sure the balance was right. I made the tail next. I wanted mine long enough to reach the ground as a way to also balance the owl. Once I got the shape right, I smoothed it into the body. Then I added feathers all over the feet. I checked the balance again with the head on just to make sure it was sturdy. Then I built a wing, made sure it looked right, duplicated it, and added them to the owl. I added more clay to the neck to attach it better and get the owl's smooth body. I used yellow and black clay for the eyes, making them into little circles and squishing them together. After deciding where I wanted them on the owl, I attached them by just pressing them into the clay. I also added the black beak. I then made a flat white piece of clay look like feathers that cover the face of the owl. Using a thin, small knife, I then started adding all the detail to the body of the owl to look like feathers. Double checking the instructions, I then baked the owl, gathered the paints I'd need, and then painted the owl using varying sizes and shapes of black marks to look like the sooty feathers on a snowy owl. After the black was done, I added the white paint to the owl's eyes to look like light. Then I started adding the paint to the head and the back of the owl for the more sooty feathers.
So what'd you think? If you have any comments on what I did, have questions on how I did it, or have any ideas on what I could make next, you can comment in the box below. I'm going to be making more stuff. I love my new Hedwig, don't you? And I should have another video out soon. If you want to click right about here, you can subscribe so you never miss one. Thanks for watching.